Hi everybody, it's Gardener Julia here. Welcome back to another day of virtual garden school. Today I'm at the Vestal School Garden. I am so excited to have you with me in the garden today. We have been tracking the seasons all year. Can you tell me what season we are in now? We're in spring. Can you think of some things that happen in springtime? Our plants start growing. Flowers start blooming, the weather is warming up, and we might start to see insects like bees in our garden coming out of their hibernation now. In April, we also celebrate Earth Day. This year, Earth Day is on April 22nd. So on April 22nd this year, some things that you can do are maybe clean up your neighborhood, recycle, turn off your lights, save water. We can also do things like go on a walk, breathe clean air, and take a moment to appreciate the nature all around us. Today, we have a very special topic. We are going to be talking about insects. We're going to be talking about how insects help our garden, and then we're going to use natural materials like sticks and leaves to build the body of an insect as an art project. Let's get started. First, let's learn the sign language sign for flower. It goes like this. You take your pinched fingers and put them up to your nose on each side, kind of like you're smelling a flower. Let's try it. So I just mentioned that we're going to be talking about insects today. So why did we learn the sign language word for flower? What do insects and flowers have to do with each other? Take a moment to think. Here is a set of tulips. And if we look inside of these tulips, what do we see? We see this powdery dark pollen. I'm gonna get a little bit on my finger. There are pollen grains all over my finger. Pollination happens when two flowers mix their pollen together. This flower needs to get its pollen all the way from here up and over and into this flower. But how do flowers do this? Flowers use their friends, the pollinators, to do this for them. Let's imagine my finger is a butterfly, and my butterfly is looking to drink nectar from inside of these flowers. My butterfly will fly along, land on the inside of this flower to drink up that nectar, and it will get a little bit of pollen stuck to its fuzzy little body. Then when it feels like it's done with this flower, it will fly out and into this flower. This is when these two pollens will cross and mix together, thanks to this fuzzy butterfly. Can you think of any other fuzzy insects that help pollinate flowers? Bees! Bees are a great example of pollinators, especially bumblebees and mason bees. They are very good at pollinating. Can you think of any others? Well, hummingbirds are also great pollinators, but they're not insects, they are birds. So let's try and figure out who are our insects and who are not our insects. Not everything that we call a bug is necessarily an insect. Insects have very special parts to their bodies. Let's learn about what those special parts are. Let's look at this picture of a butterfly. A butterfly is an insect, and we can see that this butterfly has a head. It has a middle part called a thorax, and then it has an abdomen. What other parts do you see on this butterfly? Do you see its wings? Insects will have a pair of wings, 2 antennae, and they will have 6 legs. That means that our spiders are actually not considered insects because they have 8 legs. Insects also have something called an exoskeleton, meaning their skeleton is not on the inside of their body like us, but it is on the outside of their body. It's like a hard shell that protects them. Let's imagine that we have turned into butterflies and now we have these insect parts on our body. Let's see where they might be on our own body. So insects have their head, they have a thorax middle part, and they have an abdomen down on the bottom. Can you point to those three parts? Your head, your thorax, and your abdomen. Nice. Next up, we have our antennas. Insects use their antennas to communicate, to smell, and to sense predators. Can you take your two fingers and put them on top of your head like antennas? Yes! Next up, we have our wings. Can you show me your wings out to your side, please? Beautiful. We are turning into butterflies. Next up is their exoskeleton. Can you wrap your arms around you like a nice exoskeleton? Nice. And finally, we have our legs. How many legs do insects have? They have 6. Let's imagine that we are a butterfly with 6 legs. Can you stand on one leg and balance for 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3. And on your other leg, 4, 5, 6. To help us remember the different parts of an insect's body, let's sing a song. It goes to the tune of Bingo. We'll do it slow together once, okay? I am an insect in the garden, and this is what I'm made of. 2 antennae, pair of wings, wrapped inside my skeleton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs, head, thorax, abdomen. Alright, let's do it together a little faster. I am an insect in the garden, and this is what I'm made of. 2 antennae, pair of wings, wrapped inside my skeleton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs, head, thorax, abdomen. All right, our project today is to build the different parts of our insect using nature materials that we find all around. I'm going to search around the garden right now and find different building materials, and then I'm going to use those building materials to make an insect with all of its different parts. All right, now I have all of my materials. I'm gonna go ahead and start building. Awesome, so here is my insect. It has a head, thorax, abdomen. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs, and it has 2 wings and 2 antennae up at the top of its head. I would love to see what you build and create. You can take a picture of it and share it with me and your teacher. I can't wait to see how creative you are. Thank you so much for joining me in the garden today and learning about flowers, insects, and pollinators. Now that it's spring, when you go outside, try and take a look around and see if you can see any bees or butterflies or other pollinators that might be coming out this spring. See you all next month. Bye!